Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 28th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Sunday out there so far, but it's a great Sunday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather. Cut to the weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we've been taking a look at the storm system moving across the country, plus your tropical weather outlook, your local forecast for Monday and Tuesday, Storm Prediction Center outlook for days 2 and 3. Your current watch and warning advisory map currently across the nation, and also take a look at some key message for a heat wave coming up late this month for the remainder of the next 2 days and into the first part of July. So we'll take a look at that in tonight's video as well. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alrighty, you can see here we got a little storm system moving across the Carolinas, bringing some showers and storms to the area. I will continue to exit stage east, and also some activity on the outer banks of North Carolina, stretching into the northern tropical Atlantic, a little bit up here around Maine, New Brunswick, southeast Canada. Got another little storm system moving across Wisconsin, over into Michigan, a little bit across Florida, also across to Jamaica, Cayman Islands, also down toward Cuba, also down into the Leeward Islands, central tropical Atlantic, also scattered areas of shower and storms over South America. And any of these tropical waves out here still has a chance of becoming something tropical in the coming days ahead. Got more activity across Mexico into Texas, and then another storm system spinning over here across South Canada. You can see some activity spinning back down into Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and also into portion of Nevada, and also Montana regions as well. Otherwise, the heat will be on coming up later this week for much of the eastern and central U.S. Western U.S. you're going to be kind of in the cool spell, and maybe have some wintry precipitation as we roll forward through this week. So stay tuned to that as well. So alright, let's roll on into your local forecast now, and they should shape up to look something like this here across the board for your Monday. Okay. Alrighty, we can see we got some severe weather up here across the Dakotas, Minnesota, stretching into Iowa, and also into northern Michigan, northern Wisconsin. Mixed precipitation over here in Montana, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, and Wyoming. Shower activity through Washington, Oregon, California region. Also reports from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Connecticut, up toward New Hampshire and Maine. Then we got thunderstorms and showers elsewhere right along the Canadian-U.S. border from Washington, Idaho to Montana to the Dakotas, to Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Wisconsin, Michigan, over toward New York State, stretching into Pennsylvania, West Virginia, down into Kentucky to the Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, the northern Gulf, Florida Keys, Atlantic coastal waters, then again across Texas into areas of Oklahoma and southern Kansas. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, let's continue rolling forward into your Tuesday outlook. And as you can see, we got the warm fronts, cold fronts, high pressure system, low pressure systems across both of these maps for your local forecast areas. Alright, as you can see, we got shower activity over in Washington and Idaho, thunderstorms and shower around the Canadian-U.S. border, right along northern Washington, Idaho, and Montana, stretching into central southern Idaho, northern Nevada, to Utah, to Wyoming, to South Dakota, through Nebraska, down to Texas, New Mexico, Iowa, Minnesota, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, northern Michigan, over toward New York State, New Brunswick, Maine, to Connecticut, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, the Carolinas, also into areas Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, northern Gulf, down toward the Florida Keys. And then we got fair weather expected along the eastern areas of Virginia, North Carolina, portion of eastern South Carolina as well, as high pressure noses in off the Atlantic, kind of brings it into the precipitation for your Tuesday in that vicinity. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Okay, let's continue rolling forward into your current watches warning advisory map. You're located across the nation. And as you can see, we have some excessive heat watches in effect up here in portions of Boston, Connecticut, Massachusetts, down towards southern New York State, also into areas of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, also into Maryland. Some flood advisory over North Carolina. Got a special marine warning here off the North Carolina coast and off the Maine coast as well. Got some special weather statements in North Carolina and South Carolina. Then we got Excessive heat watches also in effect for portions of eastern Michigan. Excessive heat warnings for central and western Michigan, into portions of Ohio, Indiana, Wisconsin, into Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, also the portions of Kansas, also into Tennessee, Kentucky, southern Indiana, Illinois, southeast Missouri. Other and elsewhere, you can see in the orange from up here to Michigan, Wisconsin, through Minnesota, through the Dakotas, all the way down to Oklahoma, North Texas, through Arkansas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, up into Tennessee, Kentucky, up to Ohio, and then northern Texas. They've got red flag warnings over here in portions of Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona. Got some air quality alerts in areas of Colorado, special weather statements there as well, stretching into areas of eastern Wyoming, western Nebraska, wind advisory in portions of North Dakota, Montana, high wind watches there as well. Also wind advisories also in portions of Idaho. We have in the pink and purple winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories, and also some flood watches and hydro reaches in northwestern Montana, and a flood. Also we have a frost advisory in the blue. Purple there is freeze warnings for a portion of Nevada. Alright, with small craft advisory on the Texas coast, southern California, Washington State, southern Hawaii and Chain Island, around the Alaska region, and the tip area of Alaska. Got a winter weather advisory. Okay, let's roll on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook, day number 2. Monday outlook, you can see we have a marginal and a slight risk across the Dakotas to Nebraska, through Minnesota, Iowa, and also into northern Michigan and Wisconsin. General thunderstorms elsewhere across the southeast, from Texas all the way to Montana to northeastern Washington State. The tornado probability rolls out like this. We have a 2% to green across North Dakota, from Minnesota, Iowa, portions of eastern South Dakota, and portions of eastern Nebraska, and with 2% across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. That is a 5%. Damaging winds 5 and 15% across the Dakotas, down into Nebraska, all the way into areas of Minnesota, Wisconsin, and northern Michigan. Large hail, same area. This is where golf ball to baseball size hail happen across the Dakotas into Minnesota for your Monday. Alright, let's roll on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook, day number 3, which is Tuesday. We just have marginal risk stretching up here from Burlington down to Rochester and Binghamton, Watertown, and then again from Marquette over to Colby and McCook. Would not be surprised to see a slight risk could be added in this area as well, from areas of eastern Colorado into the Great Lakes region. You can see general thunderstorms across the southeast, Texas up to the Great Lakes, and then over here from Dakotas into Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming. Probability should be around 5%. There we go. Alright, latest key message from the National Weather Service about their extreme for late June into early July heat wave. You can see we have an extreme in the purple. You can see that stretching from New York State to South Carolina, Georgia, all the way into Alabama, Mississippi, all the way up towards Twin Cities up here in portion Chicago area, and also Kansas City. You can see we have a major in the red. You can see areas here from Maine to Florida to Texas, all the way up to the Dakotas. Moderate, pretty much same areas, Dakotas to Texas, over to Maine, southern Florida. Minor, you can see through Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, and little to none elsewhere. But you can see where moderate risk 7-6 from up here from New York City to Georgia to the Carolinas and Georgia, and then again around Alabama, Mississippi, up to Missouri, to Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, and then a slight risk out west from New Mexico, Arizona, all the way up to Montana through the northwestern Dakotas. Okay, let's see. Significant heat wave builds in this week. You can read this here with heat index of 110, 115 in some areas. Dangerous heat expected through July 4. Extreme heat risk persists beyond July 4. Protect yourself from extreme heat outdoors. You can read all this information, and this is very helpful information. You can keep up to date with, keep yourself safe during a heat wave. So Alright. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you get